Netflix's Wednesday leans more into mystery than the comedy of previous Addams Family projects, but it's still pretty clever with its references. Maybe too clever for its own good. Viewers who caught this clue probably solved the whole whodunit. Spoilers ahead for Wednesday's Season 1. Unsurprisingly, given its spooky yet comedic source material, Wednesday deals in relatively dark subject matter. This isn't just because of the general disposition of its titular character, but a body count that quickly grows after she arrives at her new school, Nevermore Academy. Somewhere on and around the premises, a killer is lurking. He's big, bitey, and has eyes on Wednesday, who's bent on bringing to light a conspiracy that dates back centuries. Eventually, the smart and sardonic elder Addams child uncovers the truth about just who the man behind this monster happens to be. In hindsight, it was a pretty easy case to crack, even with all the red herrings.
It's all a part of their nefarious yet completely obvious plan.
In particular, a big clue that may have slipped by some viewers sort of gives the whole game away. You don't need to be a professional detective or even an amateur high school sleuth to solve the mystery once you've noticed it. Wednesday eventually reveals that the creature killing people wandering in the area of Nevermore Academy at night is known as a Hyde. The name is a clever reference to the horrific other half of the dear old Dr. Jekyll from Robert Louis Stevenson's book, Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Even if you haven't read the book, you're probably aware of it through its many adaptations, parodies, and homages. Stevenson's novella stars a mild-mannered doctor named Jekyll who develops a murderous alter ego in an experiment gone wrong. So when it turns out that the killer in Wednesday goes by Hyde, then it's pretty evident that his secret identity wouldn't be someone with an outwardly violent disposition. They'd be kind by all appearances, keeping their murderous intent suppressed and hidden. With all this in mind, one of Wednesday's classmates at the Nevermore Academy quickly becomes suspect number 1 in the search for its serial killer. As the saying goes, it really is always the quiet ones. Lots of the students at Nevermore are just as gloomy or strange as Wednesday, but one of the few normies Wednesday becomes attached to is Tyler Galpin, the chatty barista who becomes smitten with the gothic schoolgirl. Tyler is sweet, caring, and seems the sort that wouldn't hurt a fly. A real Jekyll type, you might say. With that in mind, of course, he's hiding a beastly secret in the form of a 7-foot-tall feral creature he can't contain. The big difference between Tyler and the good doctor from Stevenson's book is that Tyler doesn't create his vicious alter ego in an experiment. He carries his curse thanks to his family heritage. Even so, this split between man and monster still lines up with its inspiration. The dead giveaway nature of the creature's name likely explains why Wednesday doesn't uncover what it's called until pretty late in the series, when she even notes its literary origin.
It's called a Hyde.
Isn't Jekyll and Hyde?
Unfortunately, the damage Tyler inflicts leaves its mark. His mild-mannered side is eventually subsumed by his horrific nature, and he becomes like the creature even in his human form. If Wednesday gets a second season, you might expect the love that could have been for our heroine manifest as an unhinged enemy who comes back for revenge. Honestly, high school romances really are nothing but trouble.